Hey darlings, so in today's video we're going to be doing something that I have had in like a few weeks, if not days, I think. We have had someone asking us to deal with a topic again, so that is what we're gonna be doing today. And I was like a bit, I don't know, I didn't want to do the video, honestly. Like, I was just like, this is like a sensitive topic, and it's something that like I've never experienced personally, so I didn't know if I was gonna do well, and if I was gonna be able to give this out in a way that's acceptable, if I must say. So yeah, so we have a topic where someone asked me to ask people, why do people stay in toxic relationships? What makes them stay? Why do they actually stay in toxic relationships? So in today's video, we're going to be dealing with that. We're going to be talking about that, and I'm gonna be going through answers of, okay, what people say, what people have to say about this thing, because we know that this is what we're going through as a country right now, as the whole earth or world. Like, we are going through this. We are going through people who are, especially women, who are suffering from um relationships, toxic relationships, where they don't leave. And at the end of the day, we find, um, as a country, we are dealing with this GBV situation, where it's kind of hurtful and very much, like, it's really sad, honestly. So that is what we're going to be dealing with today. So I felt this is the perfect time to actually talk about this, because um there's so many people who are going through this. There are like so many people who are going through this, and it's like insane. Like, for me, it's like, imagine if it was you, what were you going to do? It's easy to stand there and be like, why don't you leave, why don't you do what, but we do not know. So this is what we are going to be dealing with. Some other people have gone through this, some are going through this, those that have answered here, and they are just answering us they're just answering this question in a very personal way, and in a very good way, where we get to know what's actually going on, and where we get to like be in their shoes for some reason, and also to see those who have survived and those who have moved on from that. And it's very, like, I don't know, like, for me it is very stressful and very touching. Like, I don't want to cry. Let's just pray that I don't cry, because I'm a crybaby. So if you're new here, thank you so much for stepping back, for stepping here, for coming here, for pressing that, for clicking that button. You're so welcome. My name is Giddy, and I call myself Beautiful Giddy because I feel the need to do that. I feel like it's just a proper way to do everything, because yeah, beautiful, it's what I represent. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And please, 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 if you're new here, please subscribe. And if you have been here before, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on that subscribe, whatever, and click on that notification bell, so you know when I post. And I'm sorry for, I don't know, I've passed a few deadlines, if I must say. Like, I post on Mondays and Fridays, but today, as you can see, it's not one of those days. So I'm really sorry for that. I haven't been able to, as I've been saying, with this topic that I'm going to be dealing with today. It is something that's like very touching for me. I hate mumbling and talking a lot about the same thing. So let's just get into the video. We are talking about, why do people stay in toxic relationships. I'm gonna go through this and have my 2 cents opinion as normal. Yeah, so at least today we can see, at least we are here. So yeah, the first one is, I think they stay because they are afraid of being alone. And many stay because they have been exposed to this kind of relationship, thinking it is now normal and how relationships should be. I will not stay. Like, yeah, I think this is just true. Some stay because they are afraid. They feel like this is where my life has to end. They feel like this is how my life has to be. And it is really sad, honestly. It is like something that, I don't know, I don't know. I wish that something could be done for these people to actually realize that there is so much to life than just being with someone who doesn't value you. So also, they think it is normal, and they think how that's how relationships should be. So yeah, this is what they say. And another one is some stay for financial reasons. Some just think that that person will change. Some think they have nowhere to go. I wouldn't stay. It just takes away your happiness so much, and I'm young for that. Yeah, like I feel like, yeah, I'm too young. I even if you're old, like why not? Why not move? Like if this person doesn't deserve you, please move. Please just go, because they don't deserve you. They don't deserve, like they don't deserve whatever that you have or what you give in. So that is just sad. For financial reasons, like you can just do your own thing. Being independent is something very good for so many people, because you don't need anyone. You have yourself. So that is just like we need to learn. We need to teach ourselves independence. Um, because I feel like it is just a way, it's like you can help yourself with with being independent, because being dependent on someone is, I don't know, I don't think it's a good thing. So another one is, I have been there, done that, but what I can tell you is that for as long as your heart is still into that person, you'll never leave. No matter how hard people can try to convince you that the person is not good for you, if you are to leave, you'll still find yourself going back after a day or two. This is really sad. You only leave once you start loving yourself more than that person. That's when your heart and mind start to open up to things, to where blind to see. Okay, to things that you were blind to see. I'm sorry. And then otherwise, it is like a person has come, has no. I'm sorry. Why am I sorry? Like this thing is just. I even feel hot. I'm sorry. Otherwise, it is like a person has some sort of spell over you, so you could be blind in love with them. So practically get you get you practice. My God, I'm sorry. You practically get emotionally and physically damaged, that you think they are abusing you because they love you. Once he hits you once, leave, because they never change, rather they become worse. So this is an advice from someone who has been there. I'm like, I give you that, man. As long as you have left, as long as you are no longer there, I'm so proud of you. I would love to say this, I'd love to put this out there. I'm so proud of you for leaving. And as someone who has been there, they know what, like, it's not just easy. It's not easy for someone to try and convince you to leave those people. It's not just easy for them to just say, you know what, you need to leave. This person is not worth your time. This person is not worth your energy. Because but at the end of the day, you're gonna go back a day or two. You're gonna go back. Like, imagine how sad that is. Imagine how hurt, like, you guys. And then another one is, I'll never understand them, but I think it is because they love their partners more than they love themselves. Some are forced to stay because they have nowhere else to go. Their partners are their only source of income. My God. And they get whatever they want, so leaving them is not an option. I, for one, wouldn't stay. Yo nka se kgone. I deserve better. We all do. I wish people could see that it is not worth it. Like, being, oh my God. I feel like I have been in a place where I was just like, people are in abusive relationships. It is sad. It is whatever. Why don't they leave? But there's so much invested in these things. Like, some have people as their source of income. I didn't know of that. Like, you think this person is your breadwinner. That is why they feel like they're so entitled. They feel like they can just do whatever they want. Like, yo. And then another one says, love sometimes, as they say, always wins. His apologies, even when you know they are not, because he wants to change. They are not because he wants to change, but he wants you to stay. Also counts. Sometimes you can't really know what you will do in a certain situation until it happens to you. This is very true. Like, I don't know what I'll do personally. I don't know, because I always had that thing. It's, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna leave until you are in. in a certain situation, until you have your feet in certain shoes, like it's easy for you to just say I'm gonna do this, but until you do, you have yourself in that, it's not easy, I'm telling you. Because let's say, for example, simple things like dating someone and then you just want to break up. Do you know how hard that is? Or simple things as having a friend, for you to just leave. People just say I just leave, I just leave. It's easy for them to say, but it's them that are like, I feel like they suffer in their own space, in their own zone where they are alone. They suffer these things because it's easy it's easier said than done, honestly, because there's so much investments, there's so much love, there's so much, like, yo, guys, I don't know, I don't want to cry, as I said. And then another one is, they believe that they are in love and afraid to find somebody else who will accept them. Some women prefer guys who are abusive. This is true, like some do. And because they make them feel and know their place, that they are women and inferior. God, I had such a boyfriend, someone who has been there again. That guy would make such would that guy would make me would make such okay, my God, I'm sorry, you guys, I don't know what's going on with me today. Okay, that guy would make such, he makes me feel that I am inferior. Thank God he had never laid his hands on me. So when I dated the current boyfriend, he is gentle. I kind of felt like he was boring. I wanted him to put me in my place, to make me feel like a woman, to tell me that I am not gonna wear this jean. I'm not going to that place, because I was used to that in the previous relationship. Now I love it, and some people want that. Like, so some people want that. Some people want that guy. You know, those people who are like, you know what, you're not going to the place, you're not wearing that. But are you not? You're not gonna live like that. You're not wearing makeup. You're not like. That is toxic. That is toxic. I hate it with my life. Like, I'm sorry to put my emotions right now, but I hate this thing. I hate such people. I don't want someone. If you've watched my previous video, I said I don't want someone who thinks they know women more than we do, more than I know myself. Where they gonna tell you what to do, what to wear, what to post, what to like. Nigga, no. And then another one is, some stay for material things. Maybe the guy has money and she's laying because of him. And the what will people say phrase comes up. Myself, I won't stay. That is why in my relationship I don't normalize the thing of him doing things for me. Cause someone's they start to make because some once they start to make you their responsibility, they even start to feel like they own you. That is true. There's so many guys who feel like they are superior and they feel like they have ownership over women. They can just do whatever they want because women are inferior. Women like you. We need to teach our children. If you have a son, if you have a little boy in your house, teach them that women are not an object. They are not an object. So another one is, toxicity of a relationship starts when one's uncomfortable act starts with one's uncomfortable act. Then when he sees that he has hurt you, he comes back with flowers and gifts. Then you forgive him out of pity. Another thing is how long the relationship has been going on. How you even if we date for 1,000 years, please leave. Like, why does it even matter? Oh my God. We've been together for a long time. I just can't leave. You can leave. And another thing, the guilty party has have insecurities, and they make it a point that and they blame them they blame their partners. Hengabe o sa buya bosigo, nkabe ke sa o betha. Because, well, because what do I do when you do something wrong? Do I beat you up? No, man, no. And the other thing is, we benefit from the relationship. Some are afraid for their lives. The abusive partners threatens them. This is what I've been hearing for so many times on TV. Anyway, people where they talk about even in movies we see that, like, they threaten their lives, they threaten to kill their families, or they kill them G. Because if you can't have them, no one will, type of people. Like, I was just like, man, can you please stop? Like, you don't own anyone. You don't own anyone. And I think this is one of the things where the I don't know, the police system, or the I don't know, the system that is in South Africa. Women need to be protected from this, from such people, from such threats. Because I've heard again that they do go to police stations and start to report, but it doesn't go anywhere. If our own system fails us, where are we going to go to? Like, who are we going to approach? Because, like, this is just sad. If you are a policeman or a police woman out there, and you just see this and you just look the other way, imagine if it was your daughter, imagine if it was your family member. People need to start working with love. People need to start taking positions where they know what. If I am a nurse, if I am a teacher, if I am this person, if I'm a policeman or woman, I know I'm gonna do this because I love it, not because I want the money. This is where we need to, I don't know, we need to fix, we need to go back to the basics, where we fix having people who are just doing the job because they are doing the job. When it's after hours, a policeman can just pass a man beating a woman up, and then he's like, no, I mean, I'm not on duty. Like, in law, we know that whenever you see something, even if you are not on duty as a policeman, you need to do something, you need to fix it. Even if you're not a policeman, men need to protect women. Even, like, anyone need to like, we need to protect each other. If there is this person who doesn't want to change, we need each other. Because, wow, threatening someone's life because they can't be with you, like, who are you? Are you God? Hi, man. I'm sorry. And then another one is, they think they can change their partners. Number one, they are blinded by their own thoughts. They think it's love. Number three, they don't know who they are. Lack of self-care. Leaving a toxic relationship is the hardest thing, but I learned principles of self-honesty. You need to be honest with yourself. This is like an amazing thing. Like, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to sit down and think, okay, let me go on before I mix this up. And then another one, okay, the same thing. We still reading on the same thing. Ask yourself if this is who or what you want deep down, or just afraid to be alone. They are afraid to be alone. Like, sit down and ask yourself, is this the person I was made? Like, God sit down with the angels, sit down with the Trinity of heaven, sit down, but I'm creating this person to go on earth to be abused by a bastard, an idiot. No, 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 no. And then they say they are afraid to be alone again. And then love is a beautiful thing. We all need it, but don't ignore the red flags. People always read on those red flags, you guys. Like, the red flags will tell you from day one. You will know who you're dating. You will know. I think you, even if I know I've never been in such a relationship, but whenever you're dating someone, every day you learn something about this person. If they care, if they have that, like, simple things where you're just walking with them on the road and they see someone maybe carrying plastics, a lot of them, and they are tired, or maybe it's an old person. How do they react? Oh, the things, the little things, those are the red flags, you guys. If you say, well, this person doesn't even care about anyone, how is it gonna? And then as we go forward again, never be afraid to leave good for better. He is good, but you will find better. You deserve better. Period. Period. You deserve everything that's good. You deserve the amazing things life has to bring. Like, you deserve that. And then another one thing says, I think specifically for ladies, is lack of self-esteem. They feel like, if I leave this guy, I will never find love more, especially if a child is involved. They just don't see themselves being happy without this one. This thing of having a child and thinking that it is normal, like, you have to stay for the child. I think you have to this is the time where you have to think for the child more than anyone else. Think of what the child is going to learn from this person who you are living with, from this person who's supposed to be the parent. They're all, obviously they're going to learn what, okay, if a woman doesn't listen, I have to pick them up. If a girlfriend doesn't want to do what I want, I have to force them. I have to Like those are that is the most toxic thing you'd want your child to learn. So it's better for you to love your children more and leave. And then it goes on to say, they don't know what they deserve, that they deserve better. They end up being stuck in the relationship. Even if people reach out to say, leave this person, they will make excuses for them and stay. I guess also because none of us wants to be vulnerable and lonely, and you think if I leave this relationship, that that is couple or relationship goals, what will people say? I personally have been in a toxic relationship. Okay, I've personally been in toxic relationships, mind that relationships. I thank God that though I am an emotional wreck, I left with tears on my face. I left because I know I would rather face loneliness or pain for a moment rather than being in a toxic relationship. Sis, I give you a thumbs up. I give you a hail. I bow. You are the girl. After being in so many relationships and you still manage to leave, that is just an amazing thing to do for yourself. That is just, even if you have to leave and think, oh, you're gonna be lonely or you're gonna be a miserable person, you're gonna be this person that like you don't deserve or something. As long as you left, I am proud of you. And then another one is, I could never understand. I assume they are hoping and praying that they change because they love them. Some people won't have won't leave because of Abantu Bazotini syndrome, because they appear as a perfect couple of family and friends. These are the people who we are trying to please in life. They don't even wish good for us. If we just think of that every day, like these people don't even think of us. Like these people don't even love us. They just want to, I don't know, they just want to see something that doesn't exist. Why? Like, live for you, man, your family and friends. What? I think, imagine, imagine, no, man. And then some don't have anything of their own. I think we've gone through this. If they left, they'd have nothing and be poor because they are too independent. That's what I've said. I've spoken about independence. Um, like they are too depending. I think like they depend on another person, and some stay because they have been together for years. This is just, I hate this. I hate this. I've been in a relationship for years, and if something starts happening that's bad, I think I'm like, even if, like, I know we have a lot of things that we have invested and hearts and everything, and but if something goes off, I think I'm gonna leave, guys. And then some are pressurized by families and friends, reputation and all of that. It's like being with someone that beats you up the whole night because you're trying to protect your family's reputation. Oh, my family can go and die. They can go hang themselves one by one for me to leave you. Some stay because they think they are getting old. You does it. Imagine who gets old? Like, that is just old now. This phrase is just old, man. Who gets old? Like, relationships are just amazing. Like, if you find a person for you, if you find that person for you, the age, whatever, like, you won't even think about that. Like, we don't have to, like, do you want to die? Ah, man, I will never stay in one, and I'm lucky enough. I've only met incredible people and have never experienced it. I'm you, you are me, babes. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so lucky that I've met incredible people, even though like I've never like wanted to actually date them because they are like jerks or whatever. Like, they did stupid things that I didn't like. At least I've never experienced this thing of being afraid of a man or a guy because they can just beat me up, or they can just do something to me, or they can force me to do something that I don't want, like that toxic person. Like, I'm so glad I've never met such. And even now in the relationship that I'm in, I've never experienced such. Like it's I feel like the person who said it's very nice dating someone who's gentle and very, oh my god, it's an amazing thing to experience, you guys. Like, and once you get that, I don't think you'll ever settle for anything less, or yeah, like anything less. So I think it's better for you to leave and find that for yourself, don't you think? And another one is they stay because of the years. I man, ish, I hate this thing. scared to start over, and also the feeling of being used to that toxic relationship, even things they acquired together, oh my god, in that relationship, like things they bought together, and also children. I'd rather lose everything for my happiness. I'd rather lose everything. I'd rather start over. Yo guys, this is sad. And another, the last one, people stay hoping for change. I wouldn't. So I've managed to get a few of these because I read a lot of them that are the same, so I tried to like make the video short by having, if I had, because we all see the reasons why people stay. Most of them, they're saying money, children involved, and years, whatever. So it is just something that I feel like it's really sad. I don't want that for my life. I don't want that for anyone. Like I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Like grievous bodily violation, it's like, I don't know, if they can just put a death penalty on that, I'll be so excited. I'll be so happy. Because I guys, I don't know, maybe I need to know, to get more information on this. Like if let's say you are the child, because most people are saying um I'm the child, they don't want to, they want their children to have two parents, and they are staying for the sake of the children and such things. If I have to ask you personally, if you were the child and this was your mother being abused or being in a toxic relationship, would you say Hori, she has to stay because of the relationship, because of you? Like guys, let's, like, you guys leave, stop. Like I think making excuses, it's one way, like it's one of the things that we are going to experience more and get to lose our our girls out there, our women, our ladies out there. We are celebrating Father's Day in a few days. Is it tomorrow? I don't know when, because we don't even care about men anymore. Like we don't want men anymore around us. We hate men because they are trash, and it's annoying when you find someone saying, well, not all men, not all men. Stop doing that. Just focus on trying to be better and trying to make others better. When you chill as men, talk about this, make like change the minds of men. Because I don't know what men, what your men talk about, like where you chill and be wherever you are. Do you guys talk about such things? Do you guys share, or no, man, don't do that, don't beat your woman up, she deserves better, she deserves this and that? Do you guys talk about that? I feel like if we do it in a way, we start from home. When your child, when your boy child is growing, teach them, tell them that women are not objects. You can't beat up a woman. You can't do whatever that you want with women. So I think the best thing to do, let's just fix this. So yeah, I this is just a topic that I've never wanted to engage myself in, because it's the hardest thing to talk about. You know, when you watch on TV and just like, okay, and then you just like, okay, let me just forget a little bit. Let me just, you know what I'm trying to say. I think many of you would know what I'm trying to say, because it's just a sad thing that we are experiencing daily, which is super sad. And yeah, so let's just try. Let's just, toxic relationships are not the thing, guys. Let's not normalize it. Let's not sit and say this is how it's supposed to be. It starts from emotional abuse, where someone just cheats on you, and then you just say, no, it's cool, it's cool. They know, worry, no, this one, no, you guys, let's not normalize things that are supposed to be red flags. Let's not normalize bullshit, please. So with that said and done, when I'm just getting so emotional and angry even, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. If you got up until here, thumbs up to you. Thank you so much for watching. And please subscribe. Look at this one. When ish, this guy is annoying. When ish, ish. Oh my god, I even forgot what I was saying. So if you're new here, please subscribe. I'm saying it for the second time in the same video. And if you've been here before, Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hey, please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. And the person who requested the video, I hope it helps you in a way. Thank you. And if you are in a toxic relationship, please, 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 I beg of you, please leave. Please don't even think about anything else. Don't even think he's gonna change. As you've read, like we've read from people who have experienced it, people who have been there. Like it's not gonna change. It's not gonna stop. Your boyfriend or your man is no different from the rest of them. Please leave. Thank you so much for watching.